So, it's official. All 5 members of Newjeans have reportedly returned to Ador. Yeah, a year-long lawsuits. It looks like things are finally settling, at least on paper. Earlier today, news broke that Haran and Heen were coming back to Ador. Then, not long after, Yonhap News dropped another bomb, saying that Danielle, Minji, and Hani had also decided to return to the agency. The 3 even released a joint statement that said, "Hello, this is Minji, Hani, and Danielle. Recently, after careful consideration, we have decided to return to Ador. One of us is currently in Antarctica, so the delivery of our stance was delayed, but since Ador has not stated anything, we have been forced to share our position separately. We will continue to show you our sincere music and performances. Thank you." Now it sounds all peaceful and positive, but the reaction? Far from it. While I was making this video, Ador didn't immediately confirm their return. They've reportedly passed statements to a few media outlets. Ador's response to Ilgan Sports was basically, "We are currently looking into the real intentions of the 3 members' statement to return." Yeah, that doesn't exactly scream welcome back. And Korean netizens, they're furious. The trio's statement has been roasted online with comments like, "They're blaming Ador again, lol. Seriously, how well must they have been treated to act like this? Coming back after losing everything over money and still behaving that way. They left however they wanted, and now they're coming back however they want. They're just notifying people, huh? Must be nice living life that easily." Wow, they really haven't changed at all. Meanwhile, Newson reported that Ador still hopes all 3 will come back for real, but their future is still kind of uncertain. According to the report, after losing the first trial on October 30th, the 3 members announced through their legal representatives that they would immediately file an appeal, saying it was impossible for them to return to Ador since the trust between both sides was completely broken. But despite what they said, Ador reportedly still hopes they'll return. Now the weird part is, it's already been over 2 weeks since that verdict and they still haven't filed an appeal, even though they said they'd do it immediately. The deadline to submit it is November 13th, so there's literally 1 day left. Fans are now wondering if something changed behind the scenes. Maybe they're rethinking things, or maybe there's disagreement among the members about what to do next, but whatever's going on, this sudden return announcement caught everyone off guard. And it's easy to see why these 3, Minji, Danielle, and Hani, are getting the most backlash right now. Because they were the loudest voices during the lawsuit. Danielle said a lot publicly, defending Min Hee-jin and criticizing HYBE and Ador. Minji was accused of throwing subtle shade at Elit. And Hani, yeah, she had that very public, very viral appearance at the National Assembly. So for some people, seeing them suddenly return feels a bit off. To make things even messier, old clips and interviews are being dug up. One particular interview has been circulating again. Hani once said, "We always say to each other, if one person doesn't want to do it, then we are not going to do it. It has to be all 5 of us that agree to do it." And now fans are like, so what changed? That comment kind of reignited the confusion. Some people think Hani is still planning to join Min Hee-jin's rumored new company and maybe debut in another group. Others think she's just playing it safe for now while figuring things out. There's even speculation that Min Hee-jin might be forming a new girl group under her new label, and people aren't holding back their opinions. Oh god, so MHJ's new company is for her new group. Min Hee-jin can go fall off a cliff for setting them up just to create another label and leave them behind. They're better without her. Full shade. But yeah, it's not just those 3 catching heat. Fans have receipts on everyone. A screenshot of Haran's comments from a press conference is going viral again. She said, "We've worked hard and done our best so far, so we believe there's no reason for us to pay any penalties." Of course, she can't pay that. Even if you're rich, how could anyone have 600 billion won? Obviously, she can't pay it, lol. She probably really didn't know. She's part of the problem, but the people around her were also a problem. Thankfully, she's come to her senses now. It's a relief that she's back. What, evil editing or revolution or whatever? She said it was a revolution for 2 years, and now suddenly she wants to start activities again. Isn't it strange to think she can keep a good image after all that? Some people got cut or had issues because of her fans or her haters during those 2 years. Good thing she came back. No need to pay any penalty fee, lol, she did the right thing. Makes sense. If the ship's sinking, you open your eyes and get out of there. The penalties the group would have faced became a major topic of discussion amid the lawsuit. Now it's been confirmed by multiple sources that Newjeans is officially returning as a 5-member group. But their fans? They're not happy about it. Considering everything that's gone down, a lot of netizens believe the group owes an apology to the HYBE artists who got dragged into the feud. Some even said that every HYBE group deserves an apology. Lol, we're not just gonna act like nothing happened. Those girls held a press conference that caused even more hate toward other HYBE groups. They need to apologize to every single idol in that building. And now, with the members presumably going back to HYBE, fans are speculating about what the atmosphere inside the building must be like. Oh, it's gonna be real awkward in the HYBE building. While some are just curious, others are far less forgiving, saying they hope Newjeans never interact with other HYBE idols again or appear in any joint content or TikTok challenges. If I see HYBE trying to sneak them into some fake family TikTok challenge after everything that happened, honestly, none of them should even be allowed to step foot in HYBE after all the drama. Not one group there would even talk to them. So what's the point? And with that kind of atmosphere brewing, I hope they can just stay away from BTS, Lesser Fm, and Illit, and keep their fandom far from these groups too. Enough damage has already been done, honestly, HYBE for even letting these girls back into the company. And I really hope they've already finished filming for HYBE Game Caterers, because that's the last kind of awkward crossover anyone needs right now. According to New Daily, Newjeans Hyen's father played a huge role in convincing Hyen and Haron to return to Ador. He was reportedly the only parent who had opposed terminating the group's contract in the first place, and the report claims that he personally persuaded both girls to go back. He had apparently been against the contract termination from the very beginning, and even filed a civil lawsuit against his wife over legal guardianship rights, all to ensure that Hyen could go back to Ador. Now that all the Newjeans members are returning, as I said before, yes, it's a little late, but it's the right thing to do at this point. What else could they even do now? I just hope they eventually apologize to the fans and people who were hurt throughout all this, and completely distance themselves from their ex, Mama, who's clearly already moved on to her next project and will probably debut another group full of minors in a year or two. I get the anger and frustration from fans. It's totally valid. This whole 1.5 year long legal mess left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Things aren't going to go back to normal overnight. But I genuinely don't wish any hate or harm toward the Newjeans members. If you don't like them, just don't engage with their content or anything they do going forward. And that also goes both ways. No one deserves targeted hate. This second chance they've been given is going to be really tricky. How will they rebuild their image and earn back the trust of the people they disappointed? I honestly don't know. But I'll be watching closely and wishing them the best as they try to figure it out.